Jacksonville Jaguars. Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air. And we are underway from FedEx Field. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It's going to be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it third down. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
They run again on first down, Peterson. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
15.
They'll try the air now with Smith. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Even after more than a decade in the league, Smith still one to account for with his legs as he picks up a first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dante Fowler in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Great 15. Let's go. 15.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
To throw on second down is Smith. Flushed out right. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Right. Yellow. Regular.
Smith on third down. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. On first down, Bortles. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cole. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Hank. Lucy.
They go play action here on first down. And some room to run now. Over the right side, caught by Moncrief. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10, all the way down at the 21-yard line. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And incomplete on the deep ball. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. And it's 2nd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Shotgun now for Bortles. Over the middle, complete. It's Cole. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7.
Lucy.
From the gun, it's Bortles. That's complete right around the 8. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. T.J. Yeldon, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. As Washington's offense comes back out there, gives us a chance to talk about Adrian Peterson, who signed with the Redskins on the 20th. He says he feels like he still has juice in the tank.
He's always going to feel that way. One of the most competitive players the game has ever seen. Struggled in New Orleans last season before getting to Arizona and put up decent numbers there, 448 yards rushing. Chewed up Tampa Bay in the first game that he played for the Cardinals. But he only averaged 3.4 yards per carry for the season.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Hey, let's roll. Liz.
They are going for it. It's Smith, eluding the pressure right. He finds his target. It's Crowder. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurate when he throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now it's Smith. Incomplete. As we inch closer to the regular season, I'm just peering down at some of the preseason records. Right now, Ravens 4-0, Bengals, Panthers, Cardinals, all 3-0. I guess my question is, what stock do you put in these preseason records?
No, the easy answer is nothing because the preseason doesn't really matter. But some organizations do put more stock in it than others. Some of them want to win every preseason game. Others don't worry about that at all. Intel has told me that only one team has won the Super Bowl after going 0-4.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. He's going to go for a big... He's got a man, complete. That one goes for 36 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Punch right. Punch right. Punch right. 11. 11.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. And complete over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. After the penalty, it's Yeldon. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Tackle made there by Zach Brown.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On the run, he'll let this go. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. It's a big play, Bortles to Westbrook. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Throwing now is Bortles. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way.
And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the same play.
Exactly. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
11.
Bortles will try again on 2nd down. Caught. Safarian Jenkins, right side. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
11B.
To throw, it's Bortles. Dancing to his left. It's a loss of 11 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. This will be caught at about the 5. They'll still have a 3rd and goal now despite picking up 13 yards on that pass play.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And his kick is right through. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
2nd and 10. Smith again. Looking long for his tight end read. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing on third down, Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
Let's go, 15.
From the 50, it's Smith. Complete. Richardson has it. And he'll be down deep into Jacksonville territory. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. And Hopkins' kick is good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Well, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Spread right, snap. So right.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Oh, they hate that. Wipes out the big play.
And I know this is the NFL, so they would probably fine you for this type of a penalty. But when I was in college, you used to have to do up-downs for the number of yards that you cost a team in a big play.
On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cole. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I was still quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Hey, on. Let's go. Go. 3 down. Under 10. 10.
On the ground, it's Thompson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. DJ Hayden, the corner, in on the tackle.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
He goes full extension, and he's got it. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3 and out. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. This will be caught inside the 10. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, But I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Jaguars getting set to go. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. Safarian Jenkins has it, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Bortles to throw on 3rd and 1. Forced out to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Zach Brown in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Hey, 54, Ricky. Lucy. Go left.
They do go for it. It's Bortles. And it is incomplete. Quentin Dunbar right there on the coverage. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, he knows more about what's going on with his team than we do. He must know something's up. Either he has trouble with his punter, right? He's worried about his defense. There's an explanation in there that we're going to ask for after the game, because in this situation, I wouldn't have done that in normal circumstances, but maybe he thought my best opportunity is with my offense.
Yeah, interesting. Back in their own territory. Now we'll see what transpires. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
15.
Out of the gun, Smith. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Calais Campbell. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
15, yeah. Hey, slot.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. On the move to his left. His throw caught right around the 6. A very solid gain of 27.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Let's go, 15.
Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. They'll run with Peterson. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now Smith on 3rd and goal. Steps away to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the air.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
On 2nd down, here's Yeldon. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I put the word big in capital letters here. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. The Jags do snap it. It's Bortles. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Here we go, here we go.
A 1st down carry down for Yeldon. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
Let's go. Lucy.
Bortles going to look to throw. That one complete to Yeldon. Past the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. As he'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Hey.
Bortles to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the fourth. So here we go, Charles, third down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. Now, I think they're just a product of trying to buy themselves 5 extra yards.
And they want to help their punter out, right? Help with the angle, trying to pin the ball deep. That's exactly what they did there.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Bortles. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Washington, thanks for watching, and good night, everybody.
Hey, hey, I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now it in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. Shorty wanna me cousin wearing gold. I came up and made it happen, I was by the stove. Big inside this cases once. Do me dirty, I'ma find you, lay your out on the floor. 19 with a I got rich by myself. Rather do this alone, I wasn't asking for no help. They keep asking how I'm winning with the card that I was dealt. Boy, I work hard for the seat and I ain't buckling my belt. Call my brother on the phone, he said, broski, you a star. I said, brother, hold it down, soon we'll all be living large. And it's crazy how last year was on my garage. Now I'm in a good position for this life, can't sabotage. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now it in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. I got tattoos on my face, I use that as motivation. I can never get a job, so for my dream I'm dedicated. For a second, lost myself, I was too busy getting busy. Now they see me out in public and be knowing what my name is. All these rappers want the clout and the life of being famous. I just wanna be stable, tell my family we made it. I was coming for my spot, a young had to be patient. Now I'm running up, these bands can hit the island for vacation. I've been on my haters, you could say I'm constipated. 5 racks on this fit, just to stunt while I'm in Vegas. On my body, shout out to my Caleb Young. Got the cake up, now these wanna date us. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Two teams here that came into the NFL together back in 1995, and off we go between the Jags and the Panthers.
And that drives coaches insane. Doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
On the ball. Gun. Great.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Telvin Smith not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And an alley to run. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? Five defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
double
dime. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing, offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
Just beating the play clock is Newton. He may try and run for this. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
Let's go. Hey.
On 1st down, Newton. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Calais Campbell able to get him for a loss of about 3. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
So the penalty erases their earlier loss. Now it's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's Newton. And the pressure gets to him again. Malik Jackson continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Newton. Got his target, Samuel. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A really nice gain of 25 yards. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Now Newton. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Newton on 3rd down. Being chased, and the Panthers in for the score. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Gano out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Lucy.
On 1st down, Bortles. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Julius Peppers in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. He finds Yeldon, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
372. Lucy.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And he's got Moncrief. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Here we go. Spread left.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. Bortles to the former Jet, Seferian-Jenkins for the Jags' 1st down. 2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. Back with more from Charlotte after this.
Let's go. Omaha. Punch right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense, to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimum.
Incomplete over the middle, Seferian-Jenkins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 1st down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. Throwing now is Bortles. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And out of bounds right around the 20. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
39, Lucy. Hey, 54, Ricky.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. He goes underneath for Yeldon, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply, if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Bortles gives to Yeldon on the draw. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. T.J. Yeldon, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Now Doug Marrone not even hesitating. They're going to go for 2. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So now Bortles will bring the Jags up to go for 2.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's a toss coming right, and he'll get in, and they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. On 1st and 10, Newton. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Now Newton on 1st down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Calais Campbell in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Buying time to his left. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards. On 1st down, it's Newton. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Greg Olsen in the final seconds of the first half. And his guys are able to strike for 6. And he puts it through. Gano out to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Jags offense coming onto the field, and boy, for a 2nd straight season, a number 1 wide receiver goes down early in the schedule. Last year was Allen Robinson, who was lost in week 1. This year, Marquise Lee, who didn't even make it to week 1, goes down with the ACL week 3 of the preseason.
And remember now, Allen Robinson's in Chicago. And remember Allen Hurns, who also had a great impact on that team for a while. He's in Dallas. So it puts a lot of pressure on guys like Keelan Cole, Dante Moncrief, D.D. Westbrook. But the guy I want you to keep an eye on, DJ Chark out of LSU. I think he'll be their big play threat.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
11B, 11B. Lucy.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Bortles going to come up here on 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far.
380.
A final shot before half for Bortles. Looking long for Westbrook. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Throwing on 1st down is Bortles. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, you know, Charles, just thinking back, it was around this time a year ago, Hurricane Harvey was devastating the Houston area and other areas there in southeast Texas. 1 year later, though, J.J. Watt's Foundation announced it had raised and given $41.6 million in the last calendar year.
That's phenomenal. And he was the NFL Man of the Year last season, and rightly so for what he did. And if I'm not incorrect, his goal when he started this to help all the people was $200,000.
41.6 million minus 200,000. That's a pretty good margin there.
That's a heck of a margin. Congratulations to J.J. Watt, his foundation, and to everyone who contributed to help out the people in Houston.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Lucy. 372.
They do go for it. It's Bortles. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. They go play action here on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Newton now to throw. And to the tight end, Olsen, right side. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Hey.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And the penalty makes this a much more manageable third down, 3rd and 2. McCaffrey following the penalty. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 4th down, Newton. Dancing to his left. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Bortles now on 1st down. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Bortles now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. K'Wan Short getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
11B.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. And he rifles one incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. Looking deep downfield. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevon Seymour. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? You're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh, boy, you wish you hadn't.
Oh, good move. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. On 1st down, Newton. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing is Newton. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good run scheme going.
Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. Christian McCaffrey unable to get to the marker. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Stop made there by Julius Peppers.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags 1st down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. K'Wan Shorn with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Bortles. Escaping the pressure right. Room to run past midfield. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
11. Hey, 54, Ricky.
From midfield, here's Bortles. And just shedding him off there. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 50 yards. And the Jags are an extra point away from taking the lead. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Newton now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Newton again. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Caught left side by Funchess. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Pick up, fellas.
Newton now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Now a first down throw for Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's brought down. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Set. 180. Gun.
Back to throw. And Olsen over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Nice, well-coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
They'll look to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down.
So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Back to throw. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Panthers. Olsen. Greg Olsen, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the 4th. Newton to throw. Forced out to his left. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. T.J. Yeldon, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And down by 5. They've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Lucy. 11B. 372.
Now Bortles got to have this one. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Mario Addison in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. As they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Throwing here, Newton. They'll roll him out right. Oh, a good movement. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you got to feel good about your chances.
The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Throwing is Bortles on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Denoris Searcy. And they will finally get him as he's